Here we are, it's a Wednesday, about 90 degrees. Mosquitoes are trying to eat me alive. I think the mosquito repellent is wearing off now. So anyways, I thought I'd show you what I'm doing here. So here we go. Well, basically, you know, I mean, I could scribe this if I wanted to, the PVC board, but it's kind of soft and has just a tiny little bit of texture to it. So I use this thin styrene sheet, which you can buy at plexiglass plastic supply places, or hobby shops if you will. Fairly thin, don't ask me what gauge it is. I just go by eye on everything. So anyways, I cut it to fit the shape, like so. And once I do that, I start to draw on it. Like for instance, here's a sketch on the model of what I want the plastic plates to sort of look like. You know, I'll add scribes and stuff later. So what I'll do is, now that I kind of sketch this out real quick, I'll transfer that over to this. The way I usually draw straight lines on triangles is, hold on a second, to make sure this fits. The back rear triangle sections are a little different than the front triangle sections. Whether they're supposed to be or not, I don't know. I just know that this one is. So make sure it's all nice and true here. I can see where most of it has to be taken off is on this angle here. So anyways, a little line, best guess again, you know. It doesn't have to be a perfect science, although most people would like it to be. And it is when you do CNC cutting and whatnot for parts. So anyways, that's pretty close. Leave a little edge there so for the plating and whatnot. Just a little play. So next what I'll do is let's check this side. What I do is, you can measure it, or I just pencil line it like that near the edge, and I can see, then it's pretty darn accurate that way. Cut the edge off, get as close as I can, even though the plates are going to be smaller in the long run. I get to be as close as it can be to the dimensions. Okay, so now it fits pretty good, I think. Now what I do is I'll take this drawing here, oops, there, move this stuff out of the way, and I'll take that pencil and I'll start mimicking it. Like, first thing I'll do is draw, look at this, and then I just start drawing lines, kind of chew it up like this, put a line here, a line there, up here, another line, and then I just follow the edge with my finger. I've been doing this a long time, so I'm used to it. So just like that. Now, of course, I use a straight edge and a ruler when I cut it out. A little harder to draw on a triangle than a regular edge. So anyways, probably had it too far up. And the same here with these. You know, there's a little cut in. I'll probably make it a little bigger, is what I'm saying. A little more bigger. Okay, there you go. Like that. These two edges, boom. And then here. Now, since I want a space to be here to cut around, I'll do it this way as well. And I know that area will be cut away, so there'll be a little bit of a wider gap between the edges. So you got that. You got some lines here too, but I think those might be scribe lines. I haven't decided yet. That's what I used to do in California. It was called improvised. Shut up. Who asked you? That was my my message on my phone. Yeah, quagmire no less. It's really funny and embarrassing when you're walking past a pretty hot girl and that thing goes off in your pocket. You know. Anyways, so back to the job at hand. So yeah, just drawing lines on here like so. So I think I'll line up like that. So there you go. All the lines are drawn on it, and then I'll cut them out. And what it'll end up being is sort of like this. There's like the front section. You can see. Simple, no scribes on it yet, but basically I glue it with super glue, Sino glue or whatever. I buy it in bulk, you know, little bottles like this. And of course, accelerator and a needle bottle. It's better to put a needle bottle than that spritzer stuff, because the spritzer stuff uses more, and this you can control exactly where you want to go. So anyways, that's about it for this parts. What I'll do also, I almost forgot, is I'll take a little dabs of glue and I'll glue the two halves together, since there's a right and left side. And once I do that, then I start cutting all these out, and I can cut out both panels at the same time. So we're back here again. Somebody weed eating in the back, of course, when I'm trying to do this video. Hopefully you won't pick up the noise too bad. But here's the parts that I showed you earlier. Detail on them. They're all primed up, you know, plates, scribes, little tiny plates here, and not a lot of tiny plates. This isn't the Star Destroyer, so it wouldn't have a ton of scribes to give the scale away, you know. So the pictures of the CG model, they have a little too much plating going on there, you know. But that's alright, it's just a cartoon, CG cartoon. So the only thing that's left is this part right here. So we'll get the engines done here, and I'll probably tomorrow go ahead and finish this plating up here and get that out of the way. And then jump on the back side and the interiors. So that's it for now. Next, the engines, I guess, get that out of the way. Talk to you later. Again, another hot day. Bye. This is the bottom section, obviously. Primed up and everything. Put primer on it, one, because it makes you feel like you're getting closer to finishing it. Two, you can see the detail a little better, believe it or not. I'm going to put a shadow on it there. So, obviously that's the front and bottom section. Get it in light just right so you can see the detail really stand out. Plating, scribing, it's all done in layers. Nothing is cut in. So, as you can tell, it takes a little time to do it that way. And also, that's the front bottom section, and this is the rear bottom section. I'm going to pick it up so you can see the detail a little better this way. So anyways, that's how far this stuff has come so far. And next, to plate that part, dun dun dun. But first I want to get the engines built in. The thing is going to be 17.5 inches long when it's finished. So that's a pretty good size, I think. You know, big enough, fits on the shelf without being overpowering. So yeah, 17.5 inches long. That's big enough. You know, anything of this type of ship doesn't need to be any bigger than that. You know, you do need some shelf space, and I'm running out, so you know. Anyways, I guess that's it for now. We'll talk later. I'm getting out of the heat. I think I was an Eskimo in the past life. I'm almost positive I was an Eskimo in the past life. Yeah, hate the heat. Utah, here we come. So I guess we'll talk later. Bye.